And hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Thank you all very much for coming out. Much appreciated as always. Hope you're having a good week. So, first things first. Good afternoon, Veronica.
Good afternoon, Gimpy, and hello, everyone. Have a great stream.
Okay. And hello, everybody in chat, hobo, lurkers, other people. Happy Wednesday.
Your next break is in 1 hour.
And it should be that much hotter in one more hour. We're supposed to be upper 80s again today. We're actually supposed to hit, mid 90s? No, wait, we're supposed to hit low 90s today, I think. Or is it upper 80s? I don't know. We're supposed to be hot tomorrow, even hotter than it is today. Why? We're experiencing what they call a Santa Ana. Basically, on the west coast here of North America, is a Santa Ana is when we get a high pressure system above, in about the middle of California, Arizona, or not Arizona, Oregon area. It sits up there, and instead of sending the winds from the west off the ocean to keep us nice and cool, it switches them, and the winds are coming off of the deserts to the east of us. And what it does is it gives us higher temperatures, dries out the air, that kind of fun stuff. And we get them a number of times throughout the year, but they're notoriously famous for this part of the year because this is usually our biggest time of the year for fires. And the reason for that is because it's hot and it's dry. So all that rain we got earlier this year doesn't matter. All it really did was provided a bunch of fuel for this time of year, and everybody's kind of, not too happy. Everybody's, watching any little spark or something like that, and everybody gets a lot of nervous, which is, justifiable because, again, we have a lot more fuel than we normally would because of all the water we got earlier this year. Which is, the water is it's a double-edged sword. Well, it's not a double-edged sword. It's two sides to a coin. We love having the water because we need the water. But the downside is it makes everything grow, turn green, and then over the summer, everything dries out, and then fire season, full blown. Hey, girls, welcome back. Yes, dog cam is up. Mrs. Gimpy's out running errands, so not sure how long the dog cam will be up, but it should be up for a little while. And of course, that's Mickey right there. He's trying to decide what position he's going to stay in. Where's Rocket? Rocket is right next to me at the moment. He was out in the living room, but then he saw me moving around getting water and that kind of fun stuff and talking to Mickey. He got jealous, and he started following me around, and he followed me in here. Now he is taking a nap next to me. So that's how that is. So Rocket may make it or not. He looks pretty comfortable right now, though. Yeah, the tongue is out for Rocket, so he's not going anywhere anytime soon. There's the cough. I was waiting for that. Anyway, stream schedule today, of course, is Total War Pharaoh. Tomorrow, Thursday, we're taking a look at a new game called The Troop. What is it? It's a turn-based, squad-based turn-based tactical game taking place in World War II. And shockingly, it's not about the Americans or the Germans in Europe. It's about the Canadians and Europeans in Europe. I believe it's got to be post D-Day, I think. And so anyway, we're taking a look at that tomorrow. And then Friday, we're back to Celeste multiplayer with Jeff Hope on Hurricane. And I just remembered we had to find a new campaign maybe to play on Friday because I have a feeling we're going to finish the campaign that we're doing right now. But anyway, that's Friday. Saturday, back to Starfield. Sunday is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous with Gimpy the Dwarven Crusader Angel for the first half of the stream. And the second half of the stream will be the Treasure of the Midnight Isles DLC with Viewer Group 10. And also, hey, Veronica, when is the monthly giveaway? No. Hey, Veronica, when is the monthly giveaway?
Saturday and Sunday, October 21st and 22 are the monthly giveaways for October. A $25 Steam gift card will be given away each day. You have to be a follower of the channel and present to win. Check with Gimpy if you have any questions about the giveaway. Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching. I just noticed the bot is not in the channel. So that's not even a command in the channel of rules, but that doesn't matter. The bot's not here. Just a second. Oops. Turn that off. Yeah, for some reason the bot decided he didn't want to go to work today. I'm not sure why. Let's see if he's here now. There we go. Bot's back. Okay, no, dog can't come back on, so you don't see what I'm doing. Unfortunately, the way that dog cam works these days, we have a little bit of overlapping in screen space here and there. So, but anyway. Okay, so happy Wednesday. The bot, again, the bot, you just decide sometime. Oh, I know what happened. I forgot we had a little bit of a connection issue this morning, about a couple hours back. I think that's what it was. And I totally forgot that that affects the bot. That's the thing I didn't check, of course. So, but anyway, we're good. You know, we had a brief interruption in our internet connection this morning, about brief, an hour or so. So, which is, you know, it's not a big deal in the mornings. We don't really watch anything we don't really do much on the internet in the mornings, typically. Although it did delay my morning procedures type stuff. So, not a big deal. Is the bot getting tired? No, the bot's not getting tired. It had nothing to do with the bot. It was our internet. Our internet was out for like an hour, which is traumatic when you're not really on the internet. So it worked in the perfect spot in the morning for the most part. Like I said, it delayed my normal routine by about 30 minutes or so, but other than that, it's not a big deal. And let's see what else. Still working on Mrs. Gimpy's collection of her pictures of the crafts that she does. She has all the files she needs. She's just going through and make sure she's picking the ones that she wants. And then I get to go through it and edit it because, like I said, she's picking way too many pictures. So, you know, I'm trimming it down. And I also had the brilliant idea is, as she's telling me about this stuff, she goes, now, this is crafting, this one's not. And I go, I don't know why you're telling me this. You're the one that's picked pictures. You're doing it, not me. She goes, oh, yeah, that's right. And I go, but keep in mind that I'm going to be trimming this down some because you picked a lot of pictures so far. And she goes, oh, it's not that many. I went, yeah, it is. And then it occurred to me, and as she's telling me, you know, the stories behind all the crafting stuff that she's done, which I've heard before. And I told her, don't worry, we'll go over this later. And then it gave me the brilliant idea. We should probably have her sit in on the stream while we're going over the crafting stuff or showing them off for the first time, so she can explain what they are. So I don't have to, because I won't be able to, at least not all of it. And not accurately either. So anyway, so expect a crafting, Mrs. Gimpy's crafting stream in the near future. Will she actually be doing crafting? No, she's just gonna be looking at pictures of her crafts that she's done, or all her little things that she created over the years, here and there. So anyway, that's just future stuff. Also, dual streaming on YouTube, still gonna be something this sometime soon. I wanted to get it done this week, but it's just not going to happen again. I was hoping to maybe do a test this morning, but internet didn't cooperate, so that kind of killed all my plans for this week for dual streaming. I don't want to do it tomorrow with showing off a new game. Friday, I don't want to do it with dual streaming, that kind of stuff. I might get a test in, but depends on how the mornings go. The mornings the last couple of days have been kind of hectic, so we'll see. Yeah, look, Mickey's actually awake. So, anyway, I guess we should get started with the game, huh? Okay, Mickey, cooperate. Don't go anywhere. No, I forget. Dog cam doesn't really interfere with anything in this game, does it? Not in that position, at least. We don't need to watch the movie. Not again. Seriously, not again. Okay, so how do you rate us? Are you enjoying Total War Pharaoh? Let us know in our quick poll. Sure. That takes me to a website. That's not really what I was expecting. Do you like Total War? So this is a poll on the internet, of course. Do you like Total War Pharaoh in its current state? I do, actually. I'll give that 4 out of 5 stars. What do you like about the game? Enter my answer. I don't have an answer. What don't you like about the game? I really don't have an answer. I'd rather have you guys ask me questions that I can pick answers for. How do you feel about such polls? Your response will not directly. It's a good deal. It's a bad idea. Or it's a good idea. It's a bad idea. We'll have to deal with that one later. As far as filling out those questions, I don't like that poll that they just gave me. I'm not opposed to quick little polls like this, but that one is a little too vague. I don't know how they're going to get anything useful out of that poll with people filling in their own answers of what do you like about the game into your answer. There's not pick an answer. It's write in your own. They're not going to get anything useful out of that. Who the hell came? Well, the person who created this poll needs to go back to poll school or how to create a survey school, because this is worthless. You're not going to get anything useful out of this. You really aren't. Just want to let you guys know. So, Creative Assembly, this survey, you're going to get shit. There's a thing about polls. Crap in, crap out. That's not the real word, but that's basically what it is. It's a poll. No, it's a survey. It's a survey, and the second and third questions are open-ended. You're not going to get any good information or any good data out of that. This is pretty pointless. So, and again, Creative Assembly, you're going to want to rethink this survey. You're going to get shit. There's nothing good coming out of this. So, anyway, enough of that. Maybe they are being creative, I guess. That's way too creative. It's way too creative. Anyway, continue our playthrough with Mama Says turn 81. Is that right? That we're farther. No, I guess that's about right. Yep. Last Wednesday, 6 o'clock. That's about right. Okay. So in all honesty, I do like this game. But I'm pretty open with Total War games in the first place. It's just my type of game in general. I like turn-based strategy stuff, especially 4X type, which is kind of sort of is. And the combat real time is good too. And then they have the auto resolve options for stomps and that kind of fun stuff. But for the most part, I do like the game. Maybe they get out of that pool anything that each of the division chiefs want to then they get. No, they won't. That's the whole point. Is because with open-ended questions, it's like, what do you like about the game? And then you fill in the answer. What do you don't like about the game? Fill in the answer. There's no way to determine anything useful out of that. There's no rating system to, turn into numbers. There's no pre-selected answers to see which one, do you like the graphics? Do you like the sound? Do you like the gameplay in general? That kind of stuff. You can put that kind of thing in there and you can actually, do something with that data. Mickey, you jerk. So Mickey has moved to the very bottom left corner of the video screen. If you're lucky, you might see his ear flash up every now and then, but in the meantime, when you turn that off. But anyway, as I was saying, surveys, if you don't build them correctly, don't ask the right questions, you don't get good answers. You don't get good information. So how do I know this stuff? I used to do surveys for my ex-employer. It was handed to me years and years and years ago. The person who was doing it left the company, and because I was the person who actually built the database that they were collecting all their answers into, my boss says, "You're familiar with the survey. You run it from now on." I went, shit. But the survey got much better after I ran it because, experience to see what they had been problems for the last 5 or 6 years when they first started doing the survey stuff internally. It wasn't an external survey for customers outside of our company. It was internal customers, the people that we served within the company, and so we got to customize questions on some of the fun stuff. And I got a very good experience learning how to build surveys and what works and what doesn't. What I mean by works as you don't build surveys for managers. If you take the input of managers, the ones that are being affected by the survey, your survey is going to be shitty, and you don't let them have their hands on it at all. It's like you ask them, who do you want to send these people to? And they go, no, we're sending it to everybody under those people. So we're not sending the survey to your friends. We're sending it to the people that work for your friends to get actual real answers. That's going to actually be helpful for us. And so you learn that kind of stuff. And you don't ask weighted questions or baiting questions. And that's just just doing proper English and or sentence structure and that kind of fun stuff. Don't influence the responses by the questions you ask. And some questions are just going to be, they're just going to be bad no matter what you do, because there are always soft spots or bad spots for your customers, and you're always going to get that stuff. But it's always still good questions to ask, because it's something that you can continually work on from year to year or quarter to quarter, whatever you're doing. And you can actually see, are you actually making a difference in their bad responses? And we actually did. That was the scary part. We actually was able to improve on what the people thought about our departments or department and departments in general by just, keep hitting them with the same question over and over and over again, and see how their responses change based on, our behaviors and their behaviors. So it was kind of fun. But yeah. And get non-useful data as a result. If you do them all the time. Yes, surveys are one of those things that, and this is something we learned as well. In the beginning, we were putting out surveys like once a quarter, and we figured, and one of the things that we always heard is like, the random, the random comment box at the very end, and almost always there was like at least a dozen, too many surveys. So then we cut it down to once every 6 months. And that still got too many surveys, honestly. Every 6 months was too many. So we just cut it down to once a year. And we just synced it up with our managers' evaluation times, too. We made sure the survey was done, processed, and out there, ready for evaluation or viewing by the managers and stuff before their annual evaluations were done. And that way they were used for that purpose, because that was the original purpose, was to help evaluate the managers. And that was part of the process, and they learned that too. And so they would see a bad area in the survey that's related to their department, and they would focus on that. It would be a focus point during their evaluation. It'd be a focus point for the rest of the year. So, and it worked. It really did work. I mean, not always, but depending on the person and the people they're working with and all the fun stuff. But surveys are fun if you do them correctly. I hate taking them, but well, no, I take that back. I don't hate taking them. I hate taking dumb ones that aren't. You can tell the useful ones. You can tell the dumb ones. Most of them are dumb. Most of them are, and the vast majority of them are not useful. Just because the people who are building them just don't know how to write the right questions, and you can tell with the way they're evaluating the answers that they don't take this seriously. And and it should be taken seriously. If you're going to be putting it out there to your customers, you should take it seriously. And otherwise, why are you doing it? If you're doing it to make yourself look better, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and you're in the wrong business, which is pretty much every business. So anyway. I guess I should start playing now. Got me off on something that I have a very long history with. But anyway, there. We'll talk about that later, maybe. Anyway, game.